Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Babita Classes. In today's video, I am going to explain you carbon and its compound, which is a part of organic chemistry. So stay tuned with me till the end of this video. So let's start it. The branch of chemistry where we deal with carbon and its compound is known as organic chemistry. Why do we need to study compounds of carbon in a separate branch of chemistry under organic chemistry? Because carbon is having a unique behavior. Now in today's topic I am going to explain you what is the unique behavior of carbon, because of which unique behavior carbon is unique in forming a number millions of compounds are known to us of carbon, right? You know that in nature, if you see around you, right, you can see most of the thing we have all the examples, almost all the examples which are carbon containing. For example, let us take the plants around us, right? You know that in plants the cell wall is made up of cellulose. This is what? This is an example of a carbohydrate. Cellulose is an example of a polysaccharide, right, which contains carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. It is also a carbon containing compound. If you see DNA, if you see RNA, if you see glucose, the sugar which we eat, the paper, the book, notebook paper, the page, right, that is also made up of cellulose. So all these things are made up of carbon. They contain carbon as one of the major component. So since carbon is having a unique behavior of forming millions of compounds, right, we can say that like we need to study large number of compound in a separate branch of chemistry known as organic chemistry. Now in this topic I am explaining you what is the unique behavior of carbon. The unique behavior of carbon is that because of the two important properties, carbon is unique from other elements in the periodic table. Now what are the two unique behavior? The first point is its tetravalency. Tetravalency means carbon is having the unique property to show four valencies, four bonds around it with the similar kind of atom or four different atoms or group. Similarly, the second property is called property of catenation. Property of catenation. Now, tetravalency means the tendency to form four covalent bonds around it. Now, catenation. What is catenation? To explain catenation, I will go in little detail. Catenation is a unique property of self-linkage, right? It is a unique property of self-linkage of similar kind of atom. Self-linkage of similar kind of atom. And carbon is very unique in showing catenation, right? Because of catenation, you know, carbon can form a chain of carbon can basically show self linkage. Like if I am giving you unlimited, like if I am giving you hundreds of carbon, they will attach to each other in and they will form the chain, and these chains will be very strong. And you know why carbon is showing the catenation property, why not other elements of the periodic table? The reason for that is because if you see carbon carbon bonds, right, these carbon carbon bonds, the bonds which are between two carbons in a chain, these bonds are very strong, and this property is only applicable to carbon. Carbon is the only member, due to its very small size, can form carbon carbon bonds which are very strong. And you know we need a large amount of energy to break these bonds, which are not possible at ordinary temperature. So that is the reason, due to, you can say, due to a very large bond dissociation energy. What is bond dissociation energy? Bond dissociation energy means the energy which is required to break a bond. The energy which is required to break a bond is called bond dissociation energy. So you will say that in carbon, right, in carbon compounds, the bond dissociation energy between two carbon is very high. So we need a large amount of energy. Because of that, carbon is, which is not possible at ordinary temperature. That is why carbon is having a unique tendency of catenation. Now because of this catenation, right, now because of this catenation, you will see that carbon can show linkage, self-linkage. Now the self-linkage of carbon can be explained or can be done. Carbon can do that self-linkage in various methods. The first one is called branched link, right? Branched linkage. The second one is called straight chain linkage, and the third one is called your closed chain, closed, or you can say cyclic linkage. Okay, so I'll show you one by one what is the meaning of branch linkage, what is the meaning of straight chain linkage, and what is the meaning of your cyclic linkage. Now, when the carbon atoms arrange themselves, suppose let us take the example. Suppose I'm giving you 5 carbon and I am telling you to attach them, right? Arrange them, make a chain. So what are the possibilities? So you will say that you can connect the 5 carbon in this way. You can say that we can arrange the 5 carbon in this way. You can say that we can arrange the 5 carbon in this way, right? So if you are writing the carbon, you are connecting the carbon in this way, right? In the form of straight chain, then you will say that this is an example of straight chain linkage, right? This is called straight chain linkage. Okay, and if you are writing them in branch chain this way, this is the way, like you are not writing in straight, one carbon is coming out like in this way, right? It is a branch on over on this carbon, so then it is called your branch linkage, right? And when you are connecting all the carbon in the form of a cycle, you can see cycle means it should not be open, it's a closed ring, right? When you're getting when you're attaching them to make a closed ring, then it is called your closed linkage. Okay, so these are the 3 ways in which carbon can show catenation, right? Now, keeping these linkages in mind, we can discuss that the topic of like in the in my next video, I will discuss about the isomers. I will also discuss about the naming, IUPAC naming of the compound and how to write the possible structures if the formula is given to you. So that's all about this video. I hope you enjoyed the video, but if you still have any doubt, please do write in the comment section. I will also request you to please subscribe and like the video. Thank you.